Have you ever been looking at a stock chart and seen one of those solid green candlesticks? You know, the ones with no wicks, no shadows, just a block of green. And you wondered, what's the big deal? Why are traders getting so excited about that?
Well, today we're going to break that down. We're talking about the Bullish Marubozu, which is basically the ultimate sign of unstoppable buying pressure. We're going to show you how you can use it to spot potentially huge market moves, sometimes right before they take off.
So first up, the shadowless signal. Let's get into what makes this particular candle so unique. Okay, so a bullish Marubozu is just a single candlestick. It's got a long green body, and here's the key: no upper or lower shadows or wicks. The name itself is actually a fantastic hint. Marubozu is Japanese for bald head. And that's exactly what it looks like, right? A clean, bald candle. The signs are really easy to spot. You're looking for that long green body where the opening price is the same as the low for the day and the closing price is the same as the high. This setup screams one thing: incredibly strong, confident buying pressure. And while it's a good sign anywhere, it's an especially powerful signal when you find it after a stock has been trending down. All right, section 2. Let's get into the psychology of the buyers. We know what it looks like, but why does it form? Understanding this is key to understanding why having no shadows means maximum power. This quote really just hits the nail on the head. A Marubozu happens because the buying intent is off the charts. From the very moment the market opened, buyers took complete control and they were willing to buy that stock at every single price point, all the way up to the close. There was no hesitation, no second guessing, just pure buying. You can think of it as a tale of two candles. A standard candle with its wicks, well, that shows a fight, right? A back and forth where buyers and sellers were battling for control. But a Marubozu, that's a different story. There's no fight. It shows pure, one-sided conviction. The buyers were in total control, from the open bell to the closing bell. Okay, so you can spot it, you get the psychology behind it. Now for the really fun part, your 3-step playbook. Let's look at how you could actually translate this powerful signal into a potential trading strategy. The strategy itself is pretty straightforward. Step 1 is your entry. Once that Marubozu candle closes, confirming the pattern, you might consider taking a long position just above that closing price. Step 2, and this is absolutely critical, is your stop loss. You'd place it just below the opening price of the candle to manage your risk. And finally, step 3, have a plan to get out. You'd look to take your profits near the next major area of resistance on the chart. Theory is one thing, but seeing it on a real chart is another. So let's look at a trade in action. Let's pull up a chart for Coal India Ltd. and see exactly how this pattern played out in the real world. Okay, now look closely at these numbers. The open was 230.70, and the low was 230.65, and the high was 237.25, with a close at 236.90. Now, you might be thinking, hey, wait a minute, that's not a perfect Marubozu. There are tiny wicks there. And you're absolutely right. But this is the real market. These tiny little differences are often perfectly acceptable. The core principle of overwhelming buyer control is still clearly there. This is a real-world bullish Marubozu. And so what happened next? Just as the pattern suggested it might, the stock price shot up in a huge bullish move. In this case, the signal was a fantastic heads-up for a powerful rally that followed. So before we wrap this up, let's talk about final confirmation. I want to give you 2 pro tips to help you trade a little bit smart. Here's how you can add even more confidence to this signal. First, always check the volume. A true bullish Marubozu that forms on high or above average trading volume, that's a much stronger confirmation. It shows a ton of people were participating in that buying. And second, and I know I've said it before, but it is that important, always use a stop loss. No pattern in trading is 100% guaranteed. Protecting your capital is job number 1, always. So, there you have it. The bullish Marubozu. A simple but incredibly powerful signal of pure conviction in the market. Now that you know how to read the story this shadowless candle is telling, the only question left is what opportunities will you find?